Hello, how's everybody? This is a little video, a little quick checkup on what's going on my bonsai balcony. First of all, the Chinese Wisteria sinensis is hanging out in the corner. It gets pretty good light here, but it's a little shaded also, nothing direct. It's going to hang out there for another week or so to get acclimated to the surroundings before I put it out in direct light with all the other guys. All the other guys are doing good, but I haven't really given much of a much of a story about what's going on with this bald cypress. Man, I love the trunk on this guy. It is just so impressive from all angles, and as you go back, it's just got a really nice taper. It stops a little short for me. I would have liked it to have been maybe up here and let me start working with it, but that's okay. Also, when I got it, this leader had just been cut, this leader had just been cut, and this hadn't started growing yet, so this has happened on my watch, and this bust out has happened on my watch. There was a third leader. Now the leaders are the things that are the highest. You can pick a branch and go, you're going to be the new leader, and then you point it up and then it takes off because it's getting more light, like this guy is doing, and now like this guy is doing with the help of some wire. So there was a third one here, but it was below the cut line. So in order for it to grow out and help me fill in this huge scar, it would have had to have gone uphill and over, and that would have been 3 liters. Also, that's the kind of thing you worry about when you're already at the top of the tree. I want this guy to get a little bit taller, so that will give me more room to taper in the top of the tree. I don't want it to go from that to top right there, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut this one off. I'm going to carve a notch in it. I hate wood carving on living tissue. Well, to me, it's like dental work. Some people love it. It's just like a chance to play with toys. I love my toys, and bonsai tools are some of the coolest toys ever, and I have some really cool power tools, but I'm going to break out a handsaw, and I'm going to draw a line probably down here, from here to here, from here to here, and I'm going to make a cut to V this out. I don't want to do that for a couple of reasons, because one, I've got this much area to heal over, and if I make that 2 big cuts, it seems to me like I've got more area to heal over rather than this. However, these two, the other part of the story is I want this tree to be a twin trunk. It's going to have 2 apex. So I should be able to fill in the new cut with the help of 2 main branches in maybe lesser amount of time. Maybe it just has to do with how much energy gets pushed up. So by having 2 points, the same amount of energy gets divided by 2. I don't know. But even though I wasn't really crazy about it, the next time you see this guy outside of this video, I will have drawn a line from down here somewhere. And I haven't decided yet whether or not it's going to be an even V cut, or I might have it be a little longer on one side and short on the other, which would be more natural. And I'll probably do it with this thing here, with this guy. I was going to flip it out like a badass, but it wouldn't do it. Anyway, that's got some hellacious teeth, and we'll walk through that very well. I've got a die grinder that would do that if I can't do it with this, but there's kind of a point to me to do this by hand. Also, this is probably a good time to point out that when it comes time to repot this, I'm going to repot this by myself. I'll be then, when I do that, I'll be a 61-year-old woman. But I'm going to repot this tree and the 2 that are going to be with it by myself. And I'm going to do this cut with a handsaw by myself. And I just would like to point out that there's nothing that we can't do. By God, if a woman can load a station wagon and take a family on a camping trip, she should be able to cut a notch in the top of a tree with a handsaw, or repot a large tree I'm not going to, but boys and girls, girls and boys, I've already figured out how I would repot that thing by myself if I had to. So maybe that'll be something for me to do, to empower other people about what's possible with a little forethought and a little pre-planning, without tearing anything up. So that's what's going on there. We're still waiting on that other tree. It got lost on FedEx. It's not coming at all. They're looking for a replacement. It'll be here. It's going to go 2 day shipping. It'll be here next week. It's got a beautiful curve to the trunk. It doesn't have that type of root structure at the bottom. It's going to basically just disappear into the soil. I don't think there's all that fabulous roots, but it's got a fantastic base and it's got a beautiful little curve, and it'll probably go in back and to the right, and the little one you see will probably go about where it is. And I'm trying to make a decision now as to whether or not I'm going to use the cement mixing bucket, which is really kind of flimsy. Most of the time when you see these things, they're sitting on the concrete ground. I need to get it up high so that it gets into the light, and I'm debating on whether or not to go ahead and put it in a big clay pot, just so it won't, because it feels flimsy. If you try to pick it up, it wants to like seesaw and stuff. It's not, you know, I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna be handling it that much. We'll see. But anyway, that's all that's going on now. And the next time you see this guy, we'll probably put a V cut in it. Thanks for watching.